Alright guys, so let me adjust this real quick. It's a little better, I think. Alright, so real quick, I'm going to make a short video. This is my grandmother's '05 Dodge Magnum. As soon as I can, and in a few minutes I'm going to show you my grandfather's truck, and I'm going to make part of the video about it. But on this one, right now, what needs to be done is weather stripping. Now, I've already done the other side. I figured I would just show y'all, you know, in case anybody comes across this problem. I think it's a pretty common problem with these cars, maybe Dodge in this year range. This is a '05, so I don't know. Figure I would just show it since I'm doing it. So let me grab this weather strip real quick, or actually I'll just take y'all over there. So this is the weather strip laying right here. Now you can see how thin this is, and the factory one was definitely thicker, but you know, from what I can tell, the main goal of this is just to keep it from, you know, rusting up there, and then fill that gap in, which that's the thing, is this one's not going to do. It's not going to be flush with the top like the other one was, but as far as serving its purpose, I think it will. I think my grandmother ordered this off of Amazon, so you know, it's not an original factory part. I'm sure there would be some ridiculous cost just for these weather strips. I do want to show you this. You can see these two pieces. Now, this is the piece from the first one. That's how much I had to cut off the first one for the driver's side. This is how much I had to cut off for the passenger side. So I would think that means that the weather strips are different lengths. So let me put y'all back on the pod. And I just discovered, it looks like my helper, one of my helpers, Ryan, broke my new tripod and did not tell me about it. So I'm hoping y'all don't fall off the pod there and mess up my phone. So I'm just going to show y'all how I lay this in. Now, I do want to say I've already went in there. When I took the old one off, I went in there with some rapid remover. Did it a couple times. I just took a shop towel because it's just in that groove. You're not going to see that paint. Not worried about scratches or more. So the main idea was to get all that. There was a lot of, you know, grease and dirt from under that thing, and so obviously you want to get all that out, because otherwise when you go to put this down, it's not going to stick to it. So definitely want to, you know, tell you that this is not just a pull the old one off, because it's got an adhesive, like a double-sided tape basically on there, and you want to get that off and then clean it out real good. So I'm just going to show y'all. Let me see if y'all can see in the frame. Yeah, I think you can. I'm just going to show y'all how I lay this down. And it comes rolled up. So I tried to take it and, you know, bend it the opposite way to get it straighter, make it easier to work with. But it's still got a bend to it. So I just peel back a little bit of the plastic that's, you know, protecting from the adhesive, and I go in here and get it, touch it right up to this weather stripping on the top of the windshield. Even slide it under a little bit, because I cut it, made sure it was going to be long enough to do that here and in the back. And if you ever do one of these, you'll see what I'm talking about. And then I try to lay it down, you know, little by little, make sure that it's good and flat, and make sure to you know, press down good, make sure it's stuck good before you keep going, so you don't get heels in it and then have to try to peel it off and start over again. And then the adhesive is not going to be as good if you've got to peel it back up. So that's basically it, guys. Now I'm gonna take y'all over and show you my grandfather's I believe it's an 01 Ford F350 Super Duty with the 7.3 Power Stroke, which is, if y'all don't already know, if you do know, it's, you know, a great engine. So this is a good truck, and it is an automatic, but you know, it's a dually. I don't mind this. This was actually part my fault. I was driving his truck and a deer jumped out in front of me. It busted this turn signal. Still got the dent in the bumper here, but it busted the grill all up. So I really can't tell you why he put this on the, here like this. He just, you know, me personally, I wouldn't have pulled the old one off until I was ready to and had the new grill. But anyhow, so I'm gonna have to help him do that as well. But I'm gonna show y'all on here, and hopefully the camera will pick it up. Yeah, I can see it in the camera good. I didn't notice this at first, but then again, I haven't looked at his truck a lot, which is, you know, part of the problem. Kind of embarrassed about having someone in my family. Now, this is not right down the street from me, keep that in mind, but, you know, still having someone in my family that has a vehicle in rough shape. So anyhow, it looks like someone tried to paint flames and everything, and then down here it's like a square, and you know, I don't know, I don't understand it. But anyways, the last time I was out here, see, I already did a good deep wash on the truck that it desperately needed, but then, and I just did a couple test spots as far as claying it. Now, I'm sure you can hear this. So, very rough. But, you know, then, you know, this is a spot where I clayed, and definitely smooth, you know. So yeah, this thing needs a clay barring bad, and so that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to clay bar it. Might show you all a little bit of that, as far as using a synthetic clay versus a real clay bar, and maybe even a couple different clay bars, to show you like retail versus I've got the Adams Visco clay that I love. I think it works good. So anyways, that's what I'm about to start on. Just figured I'd make a video, you know, showing y'all about it, since I was out here gonna do it. Don't have much daylight left, so I gotta hurry. But and I ordered, now I'm gonna have to polish anyways to get this off, you know, and it needs it anyways. But I've been wanting an excuse to try out Chemical Guy's Blacklight. I've seen a few videos on it, and I just want to try it. And this is a black vehicle. You know, they say it's supposed to work good on, you know, black or darker colors. I understand they have a white light for, you know, other situations, but I mean, the black light, it says you can use it on any color vehicle. Anyways, so I just ordered that earlier today. Today is Tuesday, and it says it'll be here by Friday. So I'm gonna try to clay this, and I might make a video when I go to polish it, and then I will make a video about when I use the Chemical Guy's Blacklight on it. So, you know, y'all look out for that. And then when I get time, now me and my mother, mainly my mother, I was busy that day, did a good wash on this, and the poor thing is, I mean, I guess that was a couple of weeks ago, but the poor thing, I mean, it needs it again bad. And she's got a garage down there that we had to do a major full day to pull everything out of there and reorganize it, throw a bunch of stuff away so she could actually pull her car in the garage. So she's got space now, but she's scared of spiders. So it still sits out here in the elements. And like I said, it's an 05. It's not in horrible condition for an 05, but you know, I'm definitely wanting to get both their vehicles in a lot better shape for them. So, and that's probably going to be my Christmas present to them, because I can assure you that I am not, you know, rolling in money. This is my, like I said, this is my first year starting out with doing mobile detailing and full time. So I don't have a strong customer or, you know, client list and a ton of maintenance details that I do. So you know, money is very tight. You know, basically the money that I make goes back into, you know, me buying things for the business and keeping equipment maintained and up. And so, you know, but and there's also a big another reason why that I'm not in the greatest financial situation, and that's got to do with a bad wreck that I had a few years ago. I'm still in the lawsuit with workman's comp about it. It's been a nightmare, but that is a story for another day. So I'm going to pause y'all for right now, and I will come back here in a minute with the clay bars. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you, I've got 5 products right here that I'm going to play with to give y'all an opinion. I've got O&R that I'm going to use as my clay lubricant. I've got the Adams Visco clay bar and impression tool that you can use. I'll show you. Right here, there's no impression on it, so you take the impression side, obviously, and you want to squeeze it in, you know, get it good so you can get those impressions good and deep so they can do their job. And then pull that off, and you can see now it has that texture that's supposed to do a better and faster job for you. Then, you know, you can take it and put this on the other side, and, you know, what I kind of do is just mash it again. Then you're putting the imprints already on the other side, but then, well, now I kind of messed up those, so probably shouldn't have done that. But you can do this in a way where you can use this as something to hold on to if you like. Then this is, I believe, I don't have the package anymore because the package, and it might have messed it up back when it was hot. Now I put plenty of lubricant, clay bar lubricant, I sprayed on this before I put the package on so it wouldn't stick. When I went to open it the next time, I had plenty of lubricant still in there, but for some reason it stuck. And so when I went to peel it off, some of this stuff, stayed on the plastic package. Don't know if it messed it up or not. But, this right here, I'm going to give you my opinion on it. Like I said, I wanted to tell you that the results could be skewed. I remember when I used this the first time, and I'll go ahead and tell you, for a retail product, I can recommend this for a enthusiast. For the professional, no. The nano skins version of this right here, I'm going to order that next, and I want to try it out. Heard good things about it. So for the professional, I think nano skin, even enthusiasts, I don't even think that this company makes this anymore, because that's why I got it on clearance. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason I got it. I like testing out retail products from time to time, and that way, I can give people, enthusiasts and people, your average guys that just want to take care of their cars or their family's cars, products that they can easily run down the street and get, and that are worth buying. This is Surf City's, they call it the Clayzilla, I believe. And what I kind of like about this is that these pads are removable and that you can order the pads, and I think I want to say they're $10. I haven't ever ordered the refills, but I think I looked them up, and I think it's $10 for this. I forget how many cars this is supposed to do. It's been a while since I looked that up. But I know that you're supposed to be able to get more out of just one of these pads than your average clay bars. That's how that's supposed to work. I like the tool. I will say the Velcro has started to fail, but this did get used a fair bit, so take that into consideration. Is it worth buying for the professional? No. That's going to use it day in and day out, and that's mainly the reason I say that. But for somebody who's going to use it twice a year, once a year, yeah, I think it's good. Also, I found that I had one of these still around. This is the Mother's, and I've got the McGuire's version somewhere. Wasn't going to go digging for it, but this is the Mother's clay bar kit that you get 2 of the bars. Their retail kit. I will tell you this, I think that the Mother's is definitely better than the McGuire's. So, and I like McGuire's stuff, so that's just my honest opinion on that. Alright guys, so first of all, let me correct myself real quick. I said 5 tools, right? So, forgot to mention the microfiber. Anyhow, so I'll tell y'all, ONR works good as a clay bar lubricant. Clayzilla, it works. Now, I think what I've got to keep in mind for this one, I remember that it works better than it is right now. This pad's wore out. Like I said, I'd recommend it for the enthusiast, professional, no. Here's the Adams clay bar. Now, was this clay bar perfectly brilliant white when we started? No, but it has not been heavily used. So, just want you to see camera will focus in. Hopefully. It definitely picked up contaminants. Definitely works great. This I can recommend to anyone. This mitt, like I said, I'm pretty sure that it is discontinued anyways, but it works, even, you know, with some of this stuff being stuck on to that plastic. It still works. But I do want to say, does it work better than the Adams Visco clay? No. The Mother's retail clay bar. I'll go ahead and show you. Definitely picked up contaminants. This camera's not wanting to focus on me. Could be the lighting, but you can see, you know, it definitely picked up contaminants. Because I can tell you, this wasn't heavily used either. I've just had it sitting around, haven't used it much, so it was, you know, you can tell it's pretty yellow on the other side. Some of this I think was from my fingers before I put gloves on. Must have had stuff on my fingers from doing the weather stripping over there, but doesn't do a bad job. So yeah, I mean, I recommend it for the enthusiast. So other than that, I don't really have anything else for today. I'm going to try to knock this truck out before it gets too dark on me. And like I said, you know, y'all watch out for my videos coming up where I'm going to, you know, probably test out some polishes again on this truck. And then, oh, tomorrow I've got the two vehicles that where I'm going to get to test the Torador Classic versus the Torador Black. So I think that'll be a good video for everyone. I definitely recommend everyone watching that Torador Classic versus Black, because like I said, it surprised me and it disappointed me. I really wanted the Blacks to be as advertised, and I found where I'm not the only person that has that opinion. Somebody else that owned the Classic and then got the Black and got to compare them side by side had the same opinion. So it's not like I just got two bad apples in a row, because I did order two. I thought the first one was just a bad apple. So yeah, y'all look out for that video tomorrow, and I will see y'all.